Hey, beautiful light family. We're entering eclipse season, right? And with eclipses, usually eclipses support us with uncovering what has been hidden inside of us, right? Such as like old patterns, old habits, old programs, old energy, old memories, things that we get to clear deep inside in order to free ourselves up to create more light inside and to create more freedom and more expansion, right? And so, as we navigate this eclipse season, my invitation to you is one, first and foremost, get your body's vibrational frequency as high as possible, right? Get out in nature, get some sunshine, put your feet on the earth, do things that bring you joy and build your energy and build your light, right? Because as we navigate the eclipse season, sometimes we have less light, right? Sometimes the access to our light sort of gets eclipsed. And so, as we're moving through this powerful passageway, right, this eclipse season, things may come up and resurface for us to see, to feel, and to clear again, right? It's deeper layers. So don't get frustrated on, oh, like I've moved through this before. I thought I, healed this. I thought I cleared this. Know that there's a deeper layer if it's coming up and there's an emotion, right? When there's an emotion in our body, the emotion keeps us bound and tethered to the old. It's just like an old imprint that needs to be cleared and released, right? So we don't have to necessarily attach to the emotion. We don't have to become the emotion. We can simply name it, right? So if the emotion is like sadness or grief or anger, we can say, oh, I'm feeling anger bubbling up inside of me. Interesting. Okay, let's observe this. Let's go deeper, right? Versus allowing ourselves to become angry and becoming that energy and that emotion, right? That's the difference between navigating energy and emotions as a higher self or a lower self, right? And so as our body's vibration is high, it's easier for us to hold and maintain ourselves as a higher self and allow ourselves to observe the energy and what's going on inside without becoming it, without succumbing to it, and without falling back into an old story or an old pattern. So get your body's vibration high enough. As energy and as emotions come up, be with them, sit with them, feel them. Don't push them away, don't avoid, don't numb, don't suppress, right? Those are old sort of ego coping mechanisms to not deal and not face what's going on inside. If we see what's going on in our bodies as it's just energy and it's just old energy that needs a cellular release, we can release it a lot easier, right? And one thing that I found that really supports this journey is sometimes an emotion can feel really overwhelming, especially if we never were taught the tools on how to navigate or feel or be with our emotions. It can feel really overwhelming, right? Because there's a lot going on in our bodies, in our all of our different bodies, right? And so one thing that really supports is actually speaking out loud and or writing and breaking down the bodies, right? Breaking down the emotional body, breaking down the mental body, breaking down the physical body and the energetic body. And so literally going through naming, okay, looking at the mental body, right? What's going on in the mental body? What are the stories that I'm telling myself, right? And if we write those down, it's easier to observe them and get them out of our bodies because writing helps move the energy, right? And then if we sit with, okay, what's going on in our emotional body, right? What are we feeling? What's the uncomfortable feelings that are going on? And there could be a lot of different things, right? Go as deep as you can with it and write that down, right? Move the energy, begin moving the energy out of your body by writing it down, and then go into the physical body. What's going on in the physical body, right? Is your body, tight or tense? Is it contracting? Sort of what's going on. Pay attention to the physical sensations in the body, and then move to the energetic body. What's going on in the energetic body? and write those things down, right? When you can look at them on a piece of paper, they're less overwhelming because they're broken down and they're named, they're described. It's like, oh, okay, there's sadness there, there's anger there, there's tightness there, there's tension there, oh, there's an old story there, right? You can go through it easier and not be so overwhelmed with it. And so, my invitation for you during this eclipse season, especially, yet using it as a tool moving forward as well, is it could really support you if your body and your nervous system are feeling overwhelmed by whatever's going on inside. Write it all down, break it down, really learn to understand your different bodies, because your physical body has different needs and copes with things differently than your emotional body, right? And your emotional body copes with things different ways, goes through different things, experiences things, and needs things differently than your mental body, right? And so on and so forth. And so the more you can really identify, oh, this is what's going on in the mind, this is what's going on in the body, this is what's going on emotionally, and this is what's going on energetically, and it's, oh, okay, so it's not so overwhelming, and I don't need to be afraid of it, I don't need to push it away, I don't need to suppress it, I can actually sit with it and be with it, and then choose not to believe the stories, right? And choose to allow the emotion to move through me, right? And so if there's an emotion of anger, do you need to speak something out loud? Do you need to hit a pillow? Do you need to scream? How does your body want to express that anger? Or how does your body want to express that sadness, right? Or whatever emotion you're experiencing. Ask your body how you can support it in moving the energy out of your body, right? Don't attach to it, don't become it, don't create an identity around it, because that creates a stuck energy and it's stuck in your body. We want movement of energy. So move the energy out of your body. Ask your body how you can support in moving the energy out of your body, right? And then listen and honor and support it and do whatever it takes to move that energy out and through you. So I hope this supports. Play with it, utilize it, and I feel like you'll find that it'll be really supportive in moving through things with a little bit more ease and grace. So I love you and take care.